Welcome, Mr. Handicap. Before I take a look at race number 8 on Saturday at Churchill Downs, the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile, just a real quick note about the Kentucky Derby. On Tuesday, Encino scratched, so that paved the way for Epic Ride to get into the field of 20. Well, that actually adds to the pace of the race with Epic Ride in the Kentucky Derby now. Also keep an eye out for the weather. They're expecting upwards of 80% chance of rain on Friday and between 30 to 40% chance of rain on Saturday. Let's take a look at the race number 8, Churchill, on Saturday. It's the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile. The purse, $600,000. There's a lot of speed in this race. Let's take a look at the field. The one horse at 10 to 1, it's Carbone. He looked pretty good as a 2-year-old. He was dominant as a 2-year-old. Won his first race by 8. Next time out, he won by 4. Well, he just hasn't quite been the same as a 3-year-old. Last time out, he did finish second. He was 5.5 behind Nash. He does have a win at the racetrack. Let's see if he can find his form that he had when he was 2. He'll be forward in this one. He'll be part of the pace. Getting 10 to 1 on one horse, Carbone. Look at the 2 horse, Beeline. Beeline is a perfect 2 for 2. Several of these horses in this race are cutting back in distance. Well, he's one of them that's stretching out. Got Irad Ortiz aboard. He also likes to be forward. Broke his maiden at Gulfstream and won the Hutchison at Gulfstream next time out. Getting 10 to 1 on a 2 horse, Beeline. At 20 to 1, this is another horse. Likes to be forward. It's Northern Flame. Both of his wins have come gate to wire. 2 races back, he finished 3rd. Grade 2 Rebel. Next time out in Jeff Ruby Stakes, didn't do so well, finishing 8th. He's cutting back in distance to 1 mile. Getting 20 to 1 on the 3 horse, Northern Flame. Another horse that likes to be forward, it's Otto the Conqueror. Put together a few nice wins in a row. But his last 2, he just hasn't done so well. I don't really care much for his form. He's trained by Steve Asmussen. Rosario is aboard. But you know what? He's back at a racetrack that he likes. He's perfect at Churchill Downs. 2 for 2. Maybe he's a horse for the course. Getting 12 to 1 on the 4 horse, Otto the Conqueror. I'm familiar with this one. It's the 5 at 8 to 1 is Seize the Gray. I have ownership shares in Seize the Gray. 3 races back. Won an allowance race at Oaklawn. A mile and a 16. After that race, I thought that my racehorse and Wayne Lucas try to put him in the Derby prep to get him some Derby points. And well, that's exactly what they did. They put him in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. Finished 3rd in that race. Off a 2-week layoff. Raced him in the Bluegrass to try to get him some more Derby points. Didn't do so well in that race. Finishing 7th, behind by 10. Didn't have a great trip though. Getting 8 to 1 on the 5 horse, Seize the Gray. I will use Seize the Gray on my tickets at 8 to 1. At 30 to 1 is the 6 horse, Guinari. Blinkers are coming off. He put together 3 straight wins. And his last 2, well, he struggled. Speed figures are going in the wrong direction. He does have a bullet workout coming to this one. He's got a new trainer too. Getting 30-1 on the 6 horse. $10-1. It's the 7. Who Day? Look at what he's done. He's an Ohio bred. Started out racing at the Ohio racetracks. Won by 2 1/4. It's made next time out, won by 2. And won the next race out. Put up a nice speed figure in that race. Showed increasing speed figures. Then they sent him to Churchill Downs. Let's see what he can do at Churchill. Well, he was 4-1 in that race. And he won that allowance race at Churchill. Beat some decent horses in that one. Farm Patriot. Farm Patriot's a good horse. You know who else was in that race? Mystic Dan. Beat Mystic Dan. Last time out, off a layoff. Finished second behind by 3.5. I think he's going to be sharper in this race. I think he's going to get a nice pace ahead of him. Getting 10-1 on the 7 horse Who Day. When the gates open, he's not going to be 10-1. I wish I could get 10-1 on this horse. I will use the 7 horse on my tickets. Take a look at the 8 horse at 5-2. It's Top Connor. They spent $1 million on this horse. In his maiden debut, he won by 2. And they stretched him out in the bluegrass. He got caught up in a nice speed duel. He finished behind 8 lengths, finishing 6. Well, they're cutting him back in distance to a mile. He's trained by Chad Brown, getting 5-2 on the 8 horse Top Connor. I will use Top Connor on my tickets. Look at the 9 at 30-1. It's Frosty Indulgence. This horse broke his maiden. Turfway, winning by a head. Next time out, finished 3rd. Going to stretch him out again to a mile. Getting 30-1 on the 9 horse Frosty Indulgence. At 30-1 is Gettysburg Address. Broke his maiden at Ellis. It's the last time he's won a race. Last time out in the Wood Memorial, he was eased in that race. Getting 31 on the 10 horse Gettysburg Address. At 8-1, it's Balajos. 11 horse. This is another horse that likes to be forward. On his maiden debut, Santa Anita by 4.5. Doug O'Neill's going to stretch him out to 1 mile. Getting 8-1 on the 11 horse. And to close out the field, at 3-1, it is Nash, trained by Brad Cox, owned by Godolphin. He's never been out of the money. 6 races, 2 wins, 3 seconds, and a 3rd. But if you bet him to win often, he's kind of disappointed you. As you can see, the betting public loves him. And you can't get better than 2-1 on this horse. Last time out, he didn't disappoint his backers. He won by 5.5. You're getting 3-1 on the 12 horse Nash. I will use Nash on my tickets. So these are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Seize the Great, Houday, Top Connor, and Nash. Horse I'm going to pick to win this race. Yeah, I wish I can get 10-1, but I'm not getting that. I'm going to go with the 7 horse, Houday. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.